I don't want what I never had. I just want what I had before. Firm breasts, tight thighs, and unlined eyes. God knows I'm not asking for more. All right, I am.
I am.
I don't want to see my
All right. Isn't that a nice little tune?
That's from the musical Hats. I wrote a song called I Don't Want. A woman named Marianne turns 50.
I like that.
Yeah.
We're back on this Monday with a special numbers edition of Today. And, of course, that was our own Kathy Lee Gifford singing
I Don't Want.
All right, the song she wrote for Hats, the Red Hat Musical
Didn't I just
Society.
say that?
Well, I'm like repeating things.
Okay.
All right, in our last half hour, we talked
I'm getting
about...
old. Can we move it along
we
here?
talked about coming to terms with our weight. So we started off earlier revealing one of the digits.
Da-da-da.
So now we're going to reveal the second digit.
No, the third.
The third digit. Not the second. So don't get all...
Oh, we don't need the stinking
Yes, we
drum
do.
roll.
Bring it. Bring it. Okay, so there's a blank in between. Okay, ready? Flip it. Flip it.
Flip it.
We don't have all day.
What is yours?
Mine's 6.
Liar.
You know it's 9. That's like $1.99. You know that is. You know that it's a little more than that. All right, so we're going to reveal the last.
No, the middle
digit.
The middle digit.
Here, Jer. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you very much,
Thank
Jerry.
you.
Jerry, how much do you weigh and how old are you?
53.
Right.
I don't think so. All right, go ahead.
Okay, now we got that over with, it's time to talk about, yes, age. So we took to the streets to find out how people react when they're asked to fess up to their age.
How old am I? What?
You're gonna ask that first? What's next? Weight?
What are you saying?
We don't tell that.
35.
It's over 40.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's surprising.
Come on. I have to tell the truth?
62.
You're laughing. Okay, 59.
I'm 36.
How old am I? 60. No lies. Why?
27. I forgot.
Well, I'd rather be 60 with a 45-year-old body.
I would never tell you my age, ever. It's my secret.
Like Emmy, some people just choose to keep that their own business, and they certainly have the right. And now we're joined by a terrific panel of women, each represent a different decade from 20 to 60. First, we've got Michelle Moore, who's a mere 25. I don't know why she's here. And a coordinator of live events for Essence Magazine. Next is 34-year-old Ann Sachs. She's an online editorial director at Glamour Magazine.
Yeah, Stephanie Goldoff is 43 years old. She's the author of the funny book, My Formerly Hot Life. Next to her is Susan Shapiro Barash, who's 56, and she's the author of You're Grounded Forever, but first let's go shopping.
And last but not least is Mary Jane Foster, age 60, and the Vice President of University Relations at the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut. Welcome, brave women.
Now, were you guys intimidated when we asked you to wear the button? Raise your hand if you thought, I don't really want to do that. Okay.
Why not?
I think you cringe when you think of your age, and that's the problem. I mean, I came on because I think we're bold to do this.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
So there's still the stigma, isn't there? In spite of everything, and as far as we've come with feminism and everything else, there still is an ageism stigma.
You think so, Mary Jane?
Oh, I absolutely. I mean, my only hesitation, I felt fine about the button, my age. Everybody knows I'm 60.
Right.
Until I got to thinking about what other people, might it limit my opportunities going forward? Because everybody says, oh, I had no idea you were 60. Yeah, sure.
You know what, that's actually a
That's why
valid
Emmy
point.
chose not to. She said, I make my living as a model. I don't want my age to be an image.
Right.
Well, I've changed careers so many times, and I may again. I don't want someone to say, sorry, you can't do that, you're too old.
You know what's funny? When you're 25, like Michelle, I mean, it's funny, I remember that 25 was momentous, but I remember thinking, I felt like I was getting older at that point. How does 25 fit on you?
I am very aware of 25. And I'm aware that I'm embarking on my second sort of half of 20s, and I am going on 30 in a sense. And
you're a quarter of a century old. Do you know that?
I know.
That sounds good.
So old. But I'm aware. I know I'm young, but I'm aware of every year that I get older.
And Ann, are you thinking about 40 when you're 34? Is that going through you or no?
Definitely. I mean, I'm about to move to the other side.
Yeah.
Careful, sweetheart. The other side? The dark side. What are we, 2 feet in the grave?
I I'm going to be closer to 40 than I am to 30.
Do you feel like you've achieved what you want to achieve at the age of 34, or do you still have aspirations?
No, I mean, I think I'd be really sad if I achieved what I wanted to achieve in life by 34. I just have to go home and sit on the sofa for the rest of my life.
Okay.
So, no, there's plenty more to achieve. Absolutely.
Okay.
Stephanie, at 43, I know you're just going to tell the truth. So tell us how 43 feels.
Your former hot life.
Actually, on this side of it's funny that you use the word the other side, because it's the other side of young is actually an amazing place to be in my experience and in the experience of the women that write on my blog. I'm thrilled to be here. I feel like it's a privilege to get older and that we're lucky to be here.
It beats the alternative, doesn't it?
And I feel more confident. I feel happier. I feel more secure. I feel like I have more power than I had when I looked sort of objectively closer to hot. You know, it's a different kind of hot that women from this side on. Not that you're not hot. Get to be, and it's if you get
different
to
from
be
a menopausal hot, which is another thing.
It's a privilege, I think.
Right. I do think it's interesting though, because I do think the confidence is the big thing that you get when you're on this side of the room. You know,
and yet if you've been through divorce at that point, if you've been through children that have addictions, where you feel like you failed as a parent, there's a whole lack of confidence that happens as well.
Right.
When you feel like, boy, I had my shot and I blew it. How about that?
But I think that you have to be a model for your children, that you're still building a career and that you have so many interests. I mean, my daughters told me that I needed to be photoshopped for my book jacket photo because they're in it.
Nose pickers.
But they're 23 and 30 years old.
Did you do it? Did you Photoshop
I did it, and they're not photoshopped in the picture, just me. And when I
so now you're just like sisters. That's so nice.
So we have a lot of people across the street who want to ask you guys questions about age and weight too, all that stuff.
All right, and all of that is coming up. We're going to continue our conversation and maybe give you that last digit in our weight. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
All right, but first, listen to what these ladies have to say about the subject. We'll be right back.
I hate my age. I hate being 41. I wish I was about 28. I hate getting older. I hate getting fatter.
I believe my age is a reflection of who I am. I've been through some things in my life, but I have a lot of love in my life, and so I'm young at heart.
And we're back with our fantastic panel of women: Michelle Moore, Ann Sachs, Stephanie Dolgoff. Is that right? Dolgoff, Susan Shapiro Barash, and Mary Jane Foster, ranging in ages from 25 to 60.
And we're going to make them proud of it. But first, let's head across the street to our own Sarah Haynes, who's got a crowd of women ready to ask our panel a few questions. You ladies ready? Okay, Sarah.
It's a bold group over here. Buttons everywhere. I'm with Kathy from Chicago right now, and she has a question about women and keeping up, or upkeep.
Our question was, why is it that the expectations of women are higher than men when we age? You know, it's less maintenance for men with color, skin cream,
facials,
appearance,
everything.
weight,
everything.
the whole 9 yards.
Who wants to take that? Someone on this half of the room?
Okay,
go on. Yes.
Well, I think it's what the culture yields. The culture asks us, and insists that we lie about our age, that we try to look younger, that we get Botox or facelifts, and so women feel they should do it. Men have never been.
Men are doing it more and more, though.
Yes, but not to the same
I would also suggest to you that we could all today decide simply not to respond to that.
What it does is it moves the bar.
You go ahead. I'm not going to. You're on your own, sister.
Hairdresser, I have white over here. Does this make me distinguished?
I got white all over here. We're not going to get. We're going to do something about it.
What bums me out about that is that it moves the bar. Like, it used to be letting yourself go meant needing a haircut. Now, if you don't do something proactive to look younger, to try to look like you're 20, shoot your skin full of something or whatever, you are letting yourself go, and that just makes it hard for everybody.
Do you feel that way? Any of that pressure at 25?
No.
No? We're happy for you. How annoying.
Let's go back across the street to Sarah.
Hi, I'm here with Julie from Wisconsin. She's got a question about weight loss results.
Okay.
Even though I've lost 40 pounds since January.
Good job.
And thanks. I know, I'm feeling great. I feel like the scale has kind of slowed down for me. I'm plateauing. So even though I'm losing inches and I'm losing pant sizes, I can't seem to get the scale to keep moving. Can I get some help?
She's 30.
She's reached a plateau,
and she's 39, which she's not yet in that zone.
But she's losing it now because
I would say eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full, and keep exercising, and you'll be the weight that you're meant to be. It might not be the number that you want it to be, but it'll be what your body wants. And following your body and following your emotions is what makes you happy at any age, any size.
Plus, she dropped 40 pounds. I mean, that's
awesome.
Thank you.
Time for a couple more.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Okay, I am here with Jean from Columbus, and she's got a question about fashion.
It seems like it's harder to keep up with the trends as we age, and how do I stay fashionable as I'm getting older?
What's her button say? We can't see that button. What does
How old
it
is
say?
she?
60.
Oh, girl.
60. She's wearing it well.
This is not about fashion, but about classic, being classic at this point, or what would you say, Regine?
I totally agree with that. I mean,
You look very fashionable.
Oh, aren't you nice? But recently I took a look in the mirror and said, oh no, that's not for you anymore.
Yeah, you had to decide.
But
Right.
eventually you develop a style, and it's what's right for me. And what I know is right for me is not cute. It's just clean, it's classic.
You don't want to be adorable anymore.
No.
How about
you?
you? Have you changed since your teens, basically, the way you dress now, 25?
Sure. I think the older you get, the more you know what works for you. And I don't think it has anything to do with age. It's just about what looks good on you.
What you
and
feel
as a
good
woman, you know what you feel good in.
You agree?
I do, and I think if you are dying to try out a trend, you can try it out on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress head to toe in leopard print if you are feeling
please
like
don't.
that.
Try it out on somebody you trust and say, do I look ridiculous?
Right.
Do we have time for
bracelet or a shoe or something?
Sure. Do we have time for one more quick one? Real quick, Sarah. What do you got?
Okay, we got Mary from Tennessee, and she's got a question about healthy living.
Okay.
I was wondering what the most important thing we can do as women to increase our longevity and quality of life. One most important thing.
What do you think?
I would say get off your fanny and exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at any age. Keep moving and try to eat more healthy than not.
And
Keep that heart pumping.
And a big round of applause for the people across the street who wore the
Yes.
age button.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, so we are about to do our reveal.
Oh.
We have a weight reveal. Did you guys not want to wear weight buttons? No one asked you?
No one asked
You weren't in the
me.
mood?
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So these are, this one is mine with the blank and the 6, and this one, like $1.99, is Kathy's. So we're going to put our last digit in
Whether
just
we
a couple
want to
minutes.
or not.
Yeah. You look good.